Hey everyone, it's Levi here to do another episode of my favorite bets for the week. Last week we went 4 for 5 and 1 for 2 on props, so pretty good if I say so myself. And we're doing a little longer version this week so we can post it to the YouTube channel and not be 2 minutes. Previously, they've been on TikTok, so you want to check those out and verify what I'm saying. Yes, I went 4 for 5 last week, even though it went 2 for 5 the first week. So moving on to the playoffs this week, we're going to start with the Browns versus the Texans. I like the Browns at 2-point favorites, and I know I'm a little bit of a home dog on this one, but they're just a little bit better. They have the man coverage create problems with only one good receiver on the Texans. They have what it takes to have a quarterback who's won playoff games, who actually is the leader in road playoff game victories. They just have what it takes this year. Texans are playing with house money, but it runs out this week. The Browns come out with a victory, 2-point favorite. That's a good bet. Moving on, I love the Steelers plus 10 against the Bills. I would actually move that to a plus 7.5, and that would get you plus odds. I would go with that pick because Josh Allen has been terrible in the playoffs. Not just that, Gabe Davis is out. I know TJ Watt is out, and that's freaking you out, but it's bad weather. This is not going to be a crazy passing game. And again, Josh Allen has struggled in the playoffs, and over the last few weeks, hasn't been doing that great. Go look through his numbers. He hasn't been a big part of this winning streak. And the Steelers are still a great defense. And again, Gabe Davis is out, which means all they have is Diggs, and Diggs and him have not been on the same page as much this year as in years past. That's one receiver, and that's it. And they don't have the world's best run game. It's not as terrible as it's been for them in years past, but not great. It doesn't bode well. 10 points is a huge spread. It's definitely good. And if you want the plus odds, I would recommend a plus 7.5 for the Steelers. I love that bet. Moving forward, we're going with the back to Saturday for the Chiefs against the Dolphins. I like the Chiefs. The degree it's going to be cold. We're talking about 0 to negatives is what we're looking at. With wind, the Chiefs are used to this. Tyreek Hill is used to this. The rest of the Dolphins are not. Tua is most definitely not. And if you saw him last week against the Bills, he was my one miss. At home, and he didn't look very good. They have not been doing as well lately against a good defense in the Chiefs in the cold. Isaiah Pacheco will give him some problems. He's back. He's playing healthy. He's going to keep the offense on track. They're not going to destroy them, but steadily gain points as Tua struggles in this weather. Chiefs victory. They know how to win in these conditions. They know how to win in the playoffs. Definitely, I like that spread. I know it's 4.5, but I still like them. Moving forward, we have the fourth pick, and we're not going to go with 5 this week because it's the playoffs. There's only 6 games. I'm going with 4 picks, and my fourth pick is the Buccaneers. And yes, I like the Buccaneers. I'm taking them on the money line against the Eagles. The Eagles have just been pure trash at the end of the season. I mean, they have been terrible. I mean, when you play the Giants, Cardinals, and Giants, you should go 3 for 3-0. They went 1-2, but not just that. In the one game they had against the Giants, they lost in the second half when Tyrod came back in and then got destroyed by him in the third game, meaning they have lost 10 quarters in a row. The Bucs have had their struggles, but Baker was injured last week. Passes under 10 yards, he still was 20 of 23. So he just had a little trouble with the ankle injury he suffered in that game. He was just having a little trouble planting and getting it downfield quite right. But his underneath pass was still hitting exactly what it was when it needed, meaning with the extra rest he's had this week, come out Monday night, I expect he'll be looking better. He's been looking better at practice. He should be hitting against this terrible Eagles defense. Jalen Hurts has not thrown a pass since week 18, meaning he's going to be a little rustier. Baker's starting to throw again. He's looking smooth. This offense has shown signs of life even the last 2 weeks. If you've been paying attention, had a lot in the second half. There's some weird fumbles against the Saints. And then last week, again, good on the short pass, just couldn't quite get downfield. He'll be healthy. Against a terrible Eagles defense, they're going to win this. Take the money line bet. As far as props go, I like Baker Mayfield 2 touchdown passes. It's one I've gone with a lot. He's won 8 of 11, so it's a good pick. And quite frankly, again, a terrible Eagles defense. He looks to be a lot healthier this week. That's a golden pick. And I like Najee Harris, anytime touchdown scorer. They're going to be running the ball a lot in that weather, and Najee Harris has been quite good down the stretch. Those are my picks. And the degenerate pick of the week. It's a new addition. When you put a flyer out there, okay, these aren't the ones that are guaranteed. These are not the ones you put $100 on. These are the ones you put $5 on, and every once in a while you hit big. This one, Steelers money line with the Bucs on the money line. 2-leg parlay. You're looking about plus 900 odds, depending on exactly which odds maker you're on. Big payout if you win. Have some fun. Throw a flyer out at it. The Steelers could really win this. They're very experienced in the playoffs. The Bills have major problems. Josh Allen has been so bad in the playoffs in the past. I think the Steelers are a better running team. In this situation, I think plays in their favor more than people realize. And again, the Eagles, we've gone over that. So those are my picks for the week. We'll see how they all play out. And I'll see you next week. And hopefully I'll be in a good mood.